Yeah, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets blog. Y'all gotta know Nets fans is the best fans. At least we competed today. We was competitive today. We gonna get into that, you know what I'm saying? And again, I gotta be honest with you. It is impressive to see Nolan Traore play the way he did. It is impressive to see Grant Nelson. It is impressive to see Danny Wolf play the way he did. Shout to the Ruler FN. Shout out to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. He a content creator. Subscribe to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. We out here, man. Y'all gotta know Nets fans is the best fans. And you know what I'm saying? We gonna get to it. Now, me personally, I got what I want as a fan. As a fan, I got what I want. I said I wanted to see Nolan Traore be the one option or run the offense through Nolan Traore. And to be honest, I didn't see the entire game. But Jay, did you see the entire game?
Nah, I saw the end of the second quarter and then the second half. I
Okay.
saw most of it.
All right, all right. Shout out to Brooklyn Go Crazy CJ. Definitely gonna get him on a panel. He was a big advocate for Nolan Traore. But I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna throw the link in the chat early because I didn't see the whole game from front to back. And more times than not, I try to get y'all a whole soliloquy when I seen the game. But since I didn't see the game, I'll just throw the link in the chat early. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it. Shout out to Nets fans. We the best fans. We got Jay on the panel. Jay
I,
got a show. I just wanted to shout your
oh,
show out.
God.
Jay got a show, different show, Instagram on it's called Different Show. It's on Instagram on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. We got a show, me and Jay. It comes on Thursday at 8 o'clock. Regardless if the next game come on or not. But nah, those guys, those the homies. You already know. But that being said, I feel we got CJ on the panel and we got This Is JTV on the panel. But Jay, tell me what you did see. Let's start from there, bro.
Well, I know P was texting me talking about how important the defense was, and because we had less points in the first half than we did the other day. We had 52 at the end of the half, and the other day we had 57 at the end of the half. But in this game, we was playing better defense, so
Right,
we was up with that 52 points. And he like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, because defense wins game.
right,
And
right.
it ain't always about scoring, because y'all be talking about how important it is to score. But I told him at halftime, like, yo, one, it's only the halftime. So if you was calling me saying defense wins halves,
Yeah.
then you would be 100% correct right
Yeah, but
now.
I don't I
But
don't I don't like the way he said it.
we still need to score to win the game.
Yeah, but
Right.
no, but I never negated defense, but the content for the conversation was more about Cam Thomas and how he don't have to be this two-way player because every player isn't a two-way player. Now, again, I always said that defense win championships, but you have to score the ball. It is a balance. This ain't
Yeah.
the 80s where you could just score 2 points and beat the other team up. Like, nigga, I did you score the ball, nigga. I fuck you up. It ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And I
shout the
feel like
players in the chat. Go ahead. Talk to us.
even with the defense that we was playing, the bench was outscoring the other team's bench. So it still had to do with scoring too at the end of the
Right.
day.
Right.
Like,
But
but
let's get into the who of the bench because Danny Wolf got 23 and Greg Nelson got 11. So like, what happened with that?
Danny Wolf had his best game of the season so far. That's what happened.
Career high for
Uh,
sure.
and Nolan was definitely showing some promise, because he was doing, like, he just looks like he's getting more comfortable in the court. I seen at the end of the game, he did like a drive to the basket, made the dude think he was about to go for a layup, turned around, did a little spin, hit the midi. You know what I mean? That was nice. Like, I need to
Yeah.
see more of that from him. You know what I mean? But Jordy coached another bad game to me, or a bad decision, like, because he made Danny Wolf miss the free throw on purpose, and I don't even know how Danny Wolf just threw the ball off the backboard, because they could have won this game. Like, it
No,
was
but
a
yo,
real
but
winnable game.
that call
Like,
was
you,
because we didn't have no more timeouts, Jay. We had no
yeah,
more
no,
timeouts.
but you gotta know, one, I'm gonna take this from my boy Frankie Ice. But one,
Yeah.
I'm sitting there thinking, you don't know that the ball gotta hit the rim. Like just throwing it off the backboard
Right,
ain't gonna work. And two,
right.
Frankie Ice said, yo, the way you was playing this game already was very good. So you should have just let him make the free throw so we could only be down by two. And then on top of that, you got Nolan Traore on the floor, one of the fastest people. You got a blur out there. So
Mhm.
rely on that and not relying on missing the free throw on purpose.
Yeah, but hold on, I want to slow it down because the ruler FA, he a moderator. He said this might be the most spacing I've seen. So I wanted to go to CJ because he was the first one telling us about how Nolan Traore is nice. Y'all already know Nolan Traore, my favorite player since Cam Thomas left. It's no secret. Like, Nolan Traore, my favorite player. You know what I mean? So I wanted to go to CJ to talk to us about his 17 and what 17 and 2, 17 and 3. No, 17 and 2.
Mhm. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like what I see from like what Jay was just saying, the spin move. Like I know he got, like I know he could do that. He got the capability of doing that. It's that I just want him to see him do more of that. Like while I watch the game, I see him starting to get comfortable. Like I don't know if you watch, like if you go back and watch one of the game, it looks like he hit. I forgot who the dude was on the Cavs. He hit one of the dudes with a little crossover or something, and he shot a
Uh-huh.
little floater. And so I see he
Oh,
starting to
that
get a
floater was
little bit
pretty.
more
I
comfortable.
did see that. I did
I
see
see he
the
starting to
floater.
get a little, but I'm trying to like. Well, I'm trying to tell people he way better than what you think he is. Because bro, I can tell you, I've been watching a lot of his overseas basketball. He could do a whole lot of stuff. He could do it. I don't know. Jordy put him in the right situation, makes him comfortable. But I know he got a midi game, bro. I seen it. I seen it over the season, bro. I don't know why he don't bring it out a lot. But what Jay was saying, he was doing a whole lot of the moves overseas, bro. I've been seeing him hit the people with it. That's why I say he can do a whole lot than what people think he was doing. And I see now people start to talk about our team because of Nolan Traore, but he got a lot. And like Jordy said, he want the guys to work hard over the summer. So
Mm.
that's
So
really
all right, so let me see. My thing is this, CJ, is that I agree with you about Nolan Traore because when I watch the games, he's the one that gets downhill and he could drive and kick. And the way he's missing from like Dennis Schroeder used to have is the midi and he's working on his midi and floater. If he again raw coming to the league, pause NBA, just basically that speed and just playing the way he plays. The play developed with him is the 3-point shot, the midi, and the floater. Everything else, he's good. Now I'm saying that to say the Nets, in my opinion, was trying to build a championship roster from the point guard first. That's why they got 3 guards and the ones we got. You already know which ones. Now I'm saying that to say that Nolan Traore looks like a better point guard than Ben Saraf. And I've seen Ben Saraf. And I know we say a lot and critique him and whatever, but I watched him today, and it's the same. I haven't changed my. I haven't. I'm standing on the same. Before I said what I said before the game is the same after the game. You know what I mean? So, and again, same with Nolan Traore. He's just one of those players that all he needs is a PNR guy. Taking a 3-pointer and running an offense through MPJ over Nolan Traore is the wrong thing to do. If we're going to have this team build from a championship way, it's building through Nolan as the point guard. Not that he's the number one option, the best player in the whole wide world. Nah, I'm just saying if the Brooklyn Nets want to win because they want to run it through the point guard eyes, like they want to play the game that way, maybe because of Jason Kidd, maybe because of Kenny Anderson, maybe because of Kyrie, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If they showing that over and over and over, if they keep letting us know that's what they want to do, then if they're gonna do that, they could do it through Nolan Traore. Now I don't want to lie. I disagree with this whole thing about him being a backup. I think he'll start a point guard in the NBA. I just wanted to have that conversation with Jay and CJ and to see if I'm exaggerating. Is he ready to continue to be a starter, like seriously, or when we supposed to go out get somebody better than him and then have him come off of the bench? Because me, I got Nolan Trey already starting. I don't. I'm not. I'm
Bro, I
standing
want
on.
to say.
Yeah,
I
I
want to say
just.
this when you get done.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
If I want a lot of the Nets fans to ask themselves, who been the most consistent player, consistent rookie on the team besides him since he came back?
They know it's
Every
Detroit,
time we
right?
watch this dude play, he proves us every time why we don't need a point guard, bro.
Right. CJ,
Every damn time, bro. He proves that every time.
Look, Pete Gabe. He was the second option today. He had 15 shots behind Michael Porter Jr., 17 shots. Right. Danny Wolf, he had his career high, but he had 13 shots. So I'm saying that to say this is something Jordy Fernandez could go to again. You could do this again. You know what I'm saying? Do this again. Don't like, and you know how the pretty much the lineup had changed. The Terrence Mann was in the lineup, and again, I'm listening to the common color commentators. They saying what we saying now, which is rich. But I'm
And I
saying
want,
that you feel what I'm saying? Like they say, like, oh, Diego was only running point. But when he was running point, we had Terrence Mann bringing up the ball. They made a note to say that. We were saying that too, but I'm just letting you know you know what I mean? Not to say it like that. They catching up to what we talking about. You feel what I mean? Now
and
I'm
I want to say
saying,
this.
yeah,
Go ahead
go
and say,
ahead.
Brick. I don't want to interrupt. I want to say
No,
this.
no,
VJ Edgecombe said Nolan Traore was the best point guard he ever played with. And I also heard AJ Dybantsa say he liked the way Nolan played. He liked his speed. So I just want
you
to
you
point
heard
that stuff
AJ
out there.
say that?
Yeah, because he played with AJ in the Nike thing. He played with AJ in the Nike thing. He played with VJ Edgecombe in the Nike thing. This when Nolan Traore was projected to go top 4.
Yeah.
He was projected to go top 4. VJ Edgecombe said that was the best point guard he ever played with.
Wow. I ain't never know that.
Yeah, when you get time, look up AJ the Boxer was talking about Nolan Traore. Yeah, he was talking about him, and because they had to play with each other in the Nike thing.
Now that's
Wait,
tough.
you
I'm gonna
saying
pull that up. I'm
VJ
gonna
or
pull that
AJ?
for the
Which
next
one?
5 minutes.
No,
That's tough.
VJ Edgecombe say Nolan Traore was the best point guard he ever played with.
That's tough.
Ace Bailey, not Ace Bailey. I mean AJ the Boxer say Nolan Traore fast and he quick. He like the way he playing stuff.
Yeah, BYU connection. Yeah. Listen, it's fitting to happen, man. It sound what is how you say
Where
that's
there's smoke, there's fire.
I'm hearing words by the water cooler. I'm hearing chirps. I'm hearing you know what I'm
But
saying?
Breeze, the draft would have started today. I would have projected us getting Caleb Woodson because this is the spot where we at. It's not me saying that. I just know how the lottery works, and I see like what John was saying. I see what do you call it? The Charlotte Hornets was at 3, and they only dropped down one spot last year. So I do want to point out. So I would have projected us again top 4 right now. And I'm not saying that because I like Caleb Woodson. I'm just saying that because that's who we at right now.
Where you think AJ gonna go?
I think AJ going 1.
Okay, that's real shit. Damn.
But Ace, I mean Noah Trey and Caleb Woodson in the backcourt. I would like that. Just him just throwing lobs to him all day. That would be crazy work.
So hold on. Could you see Dybantsa? Can he play the 3? I mean, you on the panel, Leaf. I got you. But we could play him at the 3. MPJ gonna have to move around, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I like MPJ, man, but I'm not gonna not draft AJ Dybantsa because of MPJ.
Or Nate, I'm in.
Listen, and it's not because of MPJ that talent. It's because of MPJ usage rate. You cannot expect him to play at this high volume, being the number 1 option. And like it's an 82 game season, and you look at his track record the last 2 seasons, bro. He played more of his games. Bro. And his usage rate went way up. We gotta make sure we don't get no injury. Like you gotta, take it easy. You know what I mean? But that being said, we got Leaf on the panel. I don't want to be long-winded. Shout to Leaf. I didn't get a chance. Did you do the play-by-play today, Leaf?
No, I was out and about. I did watch the game though, bro. Like,
All right. Talk to us. What you thought about the game?
it's time to put some fucking respect on Danny Wolf's name.
Oh my
That's what
god.
it's time. That's what
Bro,
it's time to fucking do.
we've
Oh
been
my.
giving them respect the whole 14 minutes before you got here, man. Stop it.
Let him do that 3 more games in a row. Then you can
Fuck
Exactly.
give
all
him
that.
respect.
But no. But
And
not.
I don't want to hear shit.
Hold on.
But
Now,
he inconsistent, bro.
hold
What the fuck?
Yeah, I
I
don't
want to
want
hear nothing.
one fluke don't get respect from
Right
me.
now, listen. No,
That
hold
nigga
on.
put up
I
20.
like
That
it.
nigga put up 20 against
Listen.
Giannis, and now another 23 against.
Cam Thomas put up 40 against niggas and niggas ain't respect him.
He ain't do it in his rookie season though.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it. He didn't do it in his first year. Nigga. That's what he
That's
did.
what, yo. Listen, at the end of the day, we not
And
mad
Cam
at.
Thomas ain't on this
Listen,
team no more,
no, no,
man.
no, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
but
It's
we
not the
talking
point.
about
We talking
respect.
about. He talking
And
about the
yeah, I'm
bar.
talking about respect.
No, we talking about the bar. We talking about respect. I get what that conversation is. Now, again, if we were to do that, which I wasn't doing that, but while we here, all I'm saying is Cam Thomas had 2 game winners as a rookie. Now, I know we ain't supposed to win games right now, so I can't even include them in that category no more. Getting close to it is the best as we gonna get. Now, I'm saying that to say everybody heard me say Danny Wolf had a good game. We not taking nothing wrong, taking or nothing away from Danny Wolf. But yeah, we've been respecting Danny Wolf. Nobody was disrespecting Danny Wolf. We was critiquing Danny Wolf for what he was doing. Like I said, hold on, before I pass you the ball, remember, Jordy Fernandez contrasted this same man to Nikola Jokic, the likes of Nikola Jokic. Now, I'm saying that to say we didn't really get to see him play a style that we could appreciate. Now, that pass from that one bounce to Zion Williams, beautiful. Show me that. I need that. As a fan, he did that in the Barclays. I wish I could have somebody on the panel that was there tonight, like so I could ask them how the energy was when Danny Wolf made that pass. Yo, it was fucking beautiful. I can't even hold you. So I'm not saying don't pull up and act like my page was disrespecting Danny Wolf, but don't pretend like Danny Wolf is mad consistent. He played one good game, bro. You see the title of the show? It say Danny Wolf career high. They ain't respect.
The respect got to be given on all levels because the coaching staff
Oh
ain't
my
respecting it
God.
neither.
You see what I'm
Like
saying?
the problem is, bro. Like they just throwing niggas in the game and just saying, all right, lose. How we gonna lose?
Nah,
And then
nope.
that's exactly what they doing because
No, that's not
if
what
only
they
one or two.
doing, bro.
That
Listen,
is
all
what
right,
they doing. If only one or two people playing their style of play, bro, and you just said it, we ain't seeing a lot of people playing their style of play on this
bro,
team.
I
You
ain't
just
say
said
that. What
that.
I was about to say though is that we seen it not go well for Danny Wolf at the small forward position. You put him at the 5, he looked bad. That's what I was about to say. You feel what I mean? Because we're going to talk about Danny Wolf and putting the respect on Danny Wolf. He already got the how. Who not respecting him? The Brooklyn Nets, the telling commentators, anytime he scored, they put the how on for him. Danny Wolf ain't been
That
doing
shit is
nothing but
crazy.
getting respect. And let's keep it real. If
It's
anything,
crazy.
from when he was doing in the G League up
Man,
until what
son.
he did from the G League till now, he been more underwhelming than consistent for what the stats was in the G League. So it's not like we was disrespecting him just because we was critiquing the game. It's because we call the stats the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Don't
Uh,
do me like that. That's not what.
no.
And,
That's what I'm looking at.
and he's still not my favorite player. Nolan Traorè.
That's all right. That's all right, bro. But look,
You still got a
listen.
year.
Yeah. Listen, hey, you
Right.
want to call it a year? You want to call it 360?
That's
I
what
don't
you
give a shit.
said. You
I
said
don't
it,
give a shit
yeah.
if you niggas call it 80 another 80 games, bro. Like I said what I said. Your man Nolan, bro, was in the starting lineup, and you seen what he did, and
Yeah, I
you seen
do.
what Danny Wood pulled off the fucking bench.
Okay, but Danny Wolf, he not inconsistent, man. Come on, Leaf, man. Stop the shit,
It
man.
ain't
He ain't
about,
as
bro.
consistent as
All of these
Nolan.
rookies is
Yeah, it is
inconsistent.
about
What I'm trying to
consistency. It
tell
is
you,
about
Bro,
consistency.
Nolan is
No, it is
like
about
he not
consistency.
inconsistent, bro. What the
It's
fuck?
about
he
consistency. It
he
is.
is the definition of inconsistent. What are you
What?
Who?
talking
Man,
about?
but
Who?
y'all asking to be drug
What
test,
you
man.
talking
What?
about? Yeah, nah, he ain't talking about who I think he talking about. He got to be
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about somebody
talking
else.
about who you think you talking about, bro.
Bro,
Nah, you
ain't
ain't
no
How
talking
way
many
in
about
hell.
games
him.
did y'all
You ain't
niggas
talking
putting
about him.
together?
No
Nah, you
way.
ain't talking.
What is
You ain't
y'all
talking about.
watching?
Bro, Danny
No,
Wolf
where
is
did you watch it,
inconsistent
Lee?
more than Nolan Traore, bro. Let's call it what it is. Like, why
Hey,
are we
Lee.
even
Hey, Lee.
doing this?
Hey, let me ask you
Yeah,
something.
I'm
Who
not.
get
Hold
talked
on, listen.
about?
I'm not pitting these players
What
against
is
each
y'all
other. I'm
niggas?
not doing
I'm
this.
not
I'm
putting them
just
against each other neither,
listen.
but
I'm
at the
saying,
same time, I know who's who on this team, bro.
bro. Me too. And Nolan Traore is the floor general. It's floor general, man. It is what it is, man. Again, and I'm not saying that Jordy Fernandez isn't going to give him the green light because I think Jordy Fernandez likes him. And I think he like Danny Wolf too, but he don't want to run an offense through Danny Wolf. But I do think tonight they gonna look at film like, yo, I want to see how they can play together. If you look at the stats, Nolan Traore got 30 minutes, Danny Wolf got 27 minutes. So even though he came off of the bench, he getting significant minutes. Zaire Williams came off of the bench and got more minutes than the starters. So it is what it is. Like, it just is what it is. When you get in the game, you gotta, you know what I mean, be productive.
My thing is, bro, like at a 20, at a minimum, at an average 22 minute clip, if the PRA, bro, is up, bro, like for a player that's being told to be on the wing, bro, like that means it's time to start running some shit through him. It's just that simple, bro. Like, I get it, bro. Like, niggas like Nolan Traore speed, and I do too, bro. But at the same time, bro, a lot of what he do is limited. When the defense starts switching up, then you got to go to something else.
Bro, and I'm not saying run the same play the whole game. You already know that. You already see all the different offensive playbooks I pulled up. Again, like I said, the PNR is one of them for Nolan Traore. You run it with Danny Wolf, you go run the pick and pop more than the PNR. The reason why is because Danny Wolf is real dangerous off of the pump fake. Now, let's call it what it is. When it come down to the pump fake, the bigs that have the pump fake threat and really get into the basket out of Noah Clowney and Danny Wolf. Danny Wolf has a way more dangerous pump fake drive to the basket than Noah Clowney. It is what it is. Now, I'm only saying that to say that as far as player development, the coaching staff won with that. They could see the potential in Danny Wolf. They just, like you said, run some of that offense through Danny Wolf. But it should prioritize over Nolan Traore. You know what I mean? It's a pecking order. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask.
Nolan Traore is the point guard. So, like,
what you think Danny Wolf is?
I think Danny Wolf is at the end. By the time he fill out his whole frame, bro, he gonna be a 5. Like right now, they're gonna play him at the 4, but the thing is, he doesn't have a PNR big to play with. Notice that he could not only set the screens, but he could run the offense do a screen as well. He did that shit in college, bro. Like as a ball handler and without the ball. We talking about like we literally got a goddamn jack of all trades on our team, and niggas do not know how to fucking use them. That's what's pissing me off.
Hey, man, take it easy. All I'm saying is I'm not saying you're not right. I'm just saying take it easy. The truth is this, bro. Danny Wolf, they could watch film on Danny Wolf tonight. Like, yo, what he did with Danny Wolf, who was on the floor with him, the rotations, who like subbed in with him, who good with him as teammates. They're gonna look at that. You know what I mean? That's some planned shit between pardon my language. That was planned between Danny Wolf and Zaire Williams. Zaire Williams is telling them I could beat them on defense. And Danny Wolf, like, yeah, I can find you. They trust each other. So if you're going to put Danny Wolf on the floor, put Zaire Williams on the floor with him. You know what I'm saying? Put him out there with him. Like, yo, I see the potential in Danny Wolf. I think they really should watch film and see where he played well and why he played well. And those offensive sets, you know, put him in a playbook. You know, okay, this is what I'm saying. This is the kind of fan I am. I'm gonna tell you the kind of plays we run, right? We run the curl at the top of the 3, and MPJ getting the ball. Nick Claxton got like 22 assists in 7 games because of that play. But hold on. Then we run Nolan Traore is like his own offense, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Like I see the potential there, man. And CJ was one of the first ones I heard it from, so I always gonna give him credit for that, man. I can't hold you. You got Christopher Cancel in the comments. He said, "Here's the $1 million question. I want an honest answer and don't say for a long time. Winning the Nets winning the championship, how long will it take?"
Yeah, man, listen. Come back on the next season of Dragon Ball Z, nigga, but I don't know what to tell you.
If I knew the exact accurate answer to that, I probably use that wisdom.
You hit up the wrong channel. You might want to call up Miss Cleo for that shit, bro. Like, come on, bro. What are you doing? Like, the reality is this, bro.
That's not no $1 million question.
That ain't no $1 million question at all. Listen, the reality is this.
It's worth $1 million.
It's not, bro. It's not. It really ain't, bro. Even if he would have put bread on it, I wouldn't know the answer to that question. But getting back to the whole thing, listen, Nolan Traore, bro, like And listen, he's best used, bro, in spacing and transition. The thing that he really got to work on is everything away from the basket. I don't want the nigga to do nothing else but shoot, 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 shoot. Practice that. Do what Jaeger did, because they sent Jaeger in the lab to shoot, 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 and it
Mm,
wound up turning into 39%. I'm all
mm.
right with that. My thing with Danny Wolf, everything that you're looking for in terms of a standstill, screener, ball handler at that size, he has the shit already. The coaching staff just don't know what they're doing. That's the problem. They're
I
putting him on
just
the wing.
I disagree with that. The reason why I disagree with that is because they can't prioritize Danny Wolf because of the rotation. Like they prioritized Noah County. They really wanted to see if Noah County was their guy. Was he a solid stretch forward? They're watching his 3-point percentages. Today, he's 25%. They see that. I'm telling you, they're gonna always let him shoot the three ball. They want that stretch four. They want that. The Brooklyn Nets love the stretch four. That's another offense in the playbook I forgot to mention. But that was prioritized until Michael Porter Jr. came here. You know what I'm saying? And it was Cam Johnson did it, but he not like prolific like MPJ. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, listen, man, y'all see what's going on, man. Uh, yo, Scott. Oh, no, I mean not Scott. CJ, you there? Jay, you
I
there?
think they might have got
Yeah,
locked out.
Yeah, I'm
Yo,
here.
yeah, I'm
all
here.
right, all right. So just I told y'all my favorite player on the Nets. Like I could watch the Nets. They entertaining because of MPJ, and of course, but because of Nolan Traore as watching the rookies.
Okay.
Like why y'all watching the Nets? Why y'all such Nets fans? The loyal Nets fans. I want y'all to look around the room. Look all the Nets fans that's here. Why are we here? You know why we here? Because we love basketball for one. And we love the Brooklyn Nets. We are not a winning team at all. But y'all pull up. I pull up. We pull up. So I'm just letting you know, man. Salute to all y'all. Look around the room. This is all of the guys that when you celebrating the Nets winning the championship, remember us. Remember we were here. Word, real talk. But yeah, man. I respect Danny Wolf. I say he probably my second, maybe third. He like my third favorite player. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to Nolan Traore, then Jaeger Doman, then Danny Wolf. But that number two is flaky, man. It can easily be Danny Wolf, man.
Just wait until who you get in this draft. That shit might change. You know, the same.
Yeah.
I
Yo,
mean, it seemed like the best bet is Caleb Wilson, because
Yeah, I want
like
Caleb Wilson.
yeah, because what the thing about Caleb,
Didn't
I'm
Caleb
just
Wilson
worried.
get
Like
hurt?
I'm not even
yeah,
necessarily
he broke his
worried
left
Say
about
ankle.
it,
what?
bro, because
He
He's
broke his left ankle.
I'm more focused on what his role is gonna be once he gets here, because he's probably gonna be a do-it-all guy on defense.
If
And
he got a
then
broken
that
hand, he's
rebounds
going
the
down in
system,
the
but
draft.
points he just gonna fill in the blanks, bro. Like he gonna be one of those players. I don't think he's gonna be one of the players that's commanding a whole lot of attention on the offensive end unless we on a fast break, because I see a lot of what I see in him is a lot of what I seen in Giannis in his first season, because nobody knew what Giannis was
You
gonna
think he
end
a
up
rim
being.
protector? You think he a rim protector?
I think he had chase down artists, guard whoever, pick up like his wingspan is gonna speak for itself. His height
Yeah,
at
he great weak
6'10".
side. He great weak
Yeah,
side help. Not a
He
defense.
is great weak side help. He's absolutely great weak
Okay,
side
he
Yeah.
not in
help.
the
Being
club.
a
He great weak side help. Okay.
Hold up,
Yeah,
Lee. I want
so
to say this.
like
I
a
don't want to
lot
cut
of
you
what he
off.
gonna do is just not like a lot of his points is not even gonna be like plays that's gonna be drawn up. It's gonna be mostly in the open court, like depending
Yeah.
on how we play. But like everybody is just leaning this shit to start with a traditional point guard. It's a lot of shit that Nolan Traore still has to work on in terms of a point guard and a point guard in 2026. A lot of the shit that you looking for in terms of playing off the ball and how your offensive sets is going to be run,
Yeah.
give and go, dribble handoffs, give and go screens, all that shit. Danny Wolf has that shit. The
Mhm.
goddamn the goddamn coaching staff need to do better in terms of drawing a lot of shit up for him.
Okay, so but hold on, but
That's
that's
just the
not.
bottom line,
Hold
bro.
on.
They
All
sit
right,
him
so
on
hold on,
when they
hold on.
get put him in the game. They sit him on the
Yeah,
wing and tell him to
yeah.
wait.
All right, so
Like,
hold on.
like fuck,
So
fuck all
that's
that waiting shit. Get a nigga the ball, bro. Let him work. We seen him
right,
go to moves on people.
right.
We
So
seen
hold
him
on.
go
This
at
is
Giannis.
right. So, but this is
The
what I'm saying.
first
Like,
game, he got legitimate minutes. We
but what
seen
I'm
him go
saying
at
is
people today.
right. But I'm not
Like, yo,
talking about the
like a
ISO.
lot
If
of
you
the
talk
shit that
about drawing
he
up the
creating
play,
for
that's those
himself.
are ISOs, bro. That's them giving him the green light to say, "All right, do what you're gonna do." But that's not them drawing up a play. If they finna draw up a play, that's what I'm asking. Like, what personnel you talking about? Yeah, going to pick and pop. What you mean? Like Danny Wolf on the MPJ on the pick and pop or pick and roll? Like, what do you like draw what play up? You feel what I'm saying? Just and be just be. I'm not saying be quick, but just pass it to DJ because DJ just joined the panel when you done. Like, what offense you want to see Danny Wolf in is what I'm at. Pick and roll, pick and pop, like what?
On me?
Yeah. Nah, Leaf. I'm talking to Leaf. I don't know where Leaf went. I was really asking him because he was going off about Danny Wolf. But I don't know. We'll go back to Leaf. Shout out to Leaf. DJ just joined the panel. Talk to us, man. You watched tonight's game?
Yo, yo, Breezy. What's good, mom boy? What's up, bro? Yo, know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Nets family. What's up, y'all? Yo, nah, I definitely did saw tonight game, bro. Um, what was I about to say? Yeah, I most definitely did. Grant Notion and Danny Wolf to be the starter in front court pretty soon. I think Grant Notion has some good efforts plays tonight. Danny Wolf has some good plays. Nolan Traorè actually was eye decent tonight. You know what I'm saying? Defense played way better. You know what I mean, bro? Like defense was on point. You know. Yeah, man. You know, I like the lineup with Zaire. Sharab sucks. Sharab is horrible. They gotta send Sharab back to the G League or back to Israel, bro. That guy cannot hold at all.
Oh, man.
That
He
guy,
can't go back to Israel right now. It's
that
dangerous.
guy is
Oh, Lord of
Ayo,
mercy.
no cap, Jay. He can't be in the towns no more, bro. Respect, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Um, what else, man? Nah, but everybody else tonight was like solid. Minot was solid. Wolf was solid. Notion was solid. Wolf gotta play the five, bro. They gotta
man.
sit Nick Claxton for the rest of the year. Don't play Nick
Yeah.
Claxton no more for the rest of the damn season, bro. Play Danny Wolf at the five for now, bro.
Yeah.
Go from there, bro. And let's run the offense with him, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Once Danny Wolf gets his footwork correctly, like bro, he gotta go train with a elite coaching, elite trainer. Feel me? Get his footwork right. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Yeah.
Once Danny Wolf know how to get his shit right, bro. He's gonna be a problem, bro. You feel me? Um, I actually like the fight, man. The fight was better today than that crap than that BS on Friday, bro. No cap, man. Um, and I also like how we was in the game and shit. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they made some bad plays at the end. You know what I mean? Leaving Sam Merrill open for the three, things like that. Know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, though, the offense was alright, man. Like I like what they did today. Today was with Zaire, Minot, Wolf, and Nelson. Love
Mm-hmm.
it. I absolutely love it, bro.
Okay.
We had a lot of athleticism. You feel me? Stuff like
Yeah.
that. No complaints, don't breeze. You know, we are 15, 40, 45. We on dirt right now in the odds, for the drive and all that. So we on our
For
way
sure.
to that top three pick, hopefully, brothers. You feel me? So
Yeah. I mean, it is what it
my
is.
God, for sure.
Listen, I got you. It is what it is. Like, yo, I look at it for, you know, um, play development. Like, I'm not watching the game for the win. Like, I'm watching to see who getting better, what they doing, how they play, they style, they game. You know, I'm a content creator, but I'm a fan too. So But I try not to get caught up in the fan part, so I could, you know what I mean, come back, kick it with y'all. Shit.
Breeze, I see you pulling it up.
Yeah, I pulled it out. I'm about to read it right now. It says, AJ Dybantsa, standout player in high school basketball, has praised Nolan Traore as the best point guard he has ever played with. Dybantsa, who represents both Jamaica, you did tell us. Shout out to CJ, man. Again, man. I'm gonna get some sound effects. You know what I'm saying? Dybantsa, who represents both Jamaica and the Republic of Congo for the world team, was one of the youngest players on the court and had solidified himself as one of the best players in high school basketball. Regardless of class, Traore's performance at the Nike Hoop Summit was particularly impressive, where he scored 18 and dished out 4 assists. So he scored first and passed second. He get past people. I say, okay, I'm just saying. I'm just looking. The Dybantsa described Traore as someone who sees the game differently and emphasized Traore's impact as a leader on the team. Traore's skill and leadership have made him a standout prospect for the upcoming 2025 NBA draft cycle. Yeah. Yo, CJ, you the realest, bro. Nah, seriously, bro.
Like I won't be bad if they want to draft him because they kind of got chemistry together.
Nah, this shit real right here, yo. Nolan Traore on the team, and he is what he's what they say, and he's consistent. And the 18-4 just means to me that the whole thing with him playing under the rim and him knowing how to score, use the glass, and be aggressive to get to the foul line, to maybe get to the charity stripe. I don't want to call it a charity stripe, you know what I'm saying? Because they trying to catch up to him, you know what I mean? The defender. So like they really be fouling him, you know what I mean? So it ain't charity, you know what I'm saying? But because he worked for that. But yeah, he's my favorite player, CJ. I can't hold you, bro. Facts. So if AJ Dybantsa come to this team, this is warming up. I'm more warming up because of this. The BYU connection with Diego, the Nolan Traore connection with AJ Dybantsa. Like, am I wrong for going down this direction? Stop me now. Say, Breezy, don't go that way. Don't be. I'm delusional. I think we get AJ Dybantsa. I'm just delusional there, man. I'm delusional. I think we get AJ Dybantsa. I said it, man. That's what it is, man. I think all of this leads up to we getting AJ Dybantsa. And AJ Dybantsa is watching the Brooklyn Nets games. I guarantee you. But that's all.
He like these niggas
ass. No, he like, yo, if I played on that team, we'd be a good team. Jay, you're going to have Nolan Traore attacking from the point guard position. You're going to have AJ Dybantsa attacking from the 3 position, from the small forward. Then you're going to have Diego being able to shadow Nolan or AJ Dybantsa for the 3-point shot if they try to double them because they getting past their defender. Yo, it's about to be super late. Like I'm telling you, like we gonna see though, bro. But remember, I said it. I believe this on March 1st. March 1st, I believe this because of this comment. And yeah, man, it's just looking that way, bro. And we didn't again. The whole thing about us and getting a lottery pick comes with the leadership part of the draft pick. We got a leader in Nolan Traore. You heard it from AJ Dybantsa. Jordy Fernandez gave him the green light. He's getting the nod from Rick Carlisle, Victor Wembanyama. Just because he's not a 19th pick, it's not the big media to make a big deal out of Nolan Traore. It's the Nets fans. It's us.
We don't want to remind you.
Telling them.
He really supposed to get drafted 4th.
You said what?
He will project to go number 4. The only why he fall down because of his shooting, bro. If his shooting, like his shooting and physicality, if he would have played the same how he played right there, he would have been top 4 easily.
CJ,
he ready to project to go top 4.
CJ, I'm not gonna hold you. I'll give Sean Marks grace if he, you know what I'm saying, if he do the right thing by Nolan Traore. Like shame on you the first time with Jared Allen. You ain't want everybody on the fence is like 50-50 between the Nets fans about Cam Thomas. Y'all know I like Cam Thomas, but we not talking about that. Make this right by signing Nolan Traore. Like, don't make him feel like, oh, we might sign you. Like, show that even Cam Thomas, show him like, yo, no, we do believe in somebody. We believe in Nolan Traore. We believe in Yago. We believe in Wolf. We believe in, you feel what I'm saying? The players that we draft. Even if they were wrong for Cam Thomas and not believing in him, and wrong for Karras and Spencer and that whole thing, and Jared Allen and that whole thing, he can make things right. You still got the job. Like, make it right. You can make it
But I
right.
will say this though, Nolan Traore, he is a Sean Marks guy because I've been hearing Sean Marks preaching about him, and I know for sure he a Jordy guy. I've been saying that shit since day one. He was a Jordy guy. But he was there for a Sean Marks guy. Sean Marks going to talk about his speed and all that, and the way he get to the paint and stuff like that.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, this is what it is, man. I think he's not gonna get the recognition because of our record, but don't overlook what he do. You know what I'm saying? From game to game, he'll surprise you how he can score the ball. And I've seen defenders trying to stay in front of him. It's tough, bro. It's tough.
We saw him got past Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, like
Darren White. We see him get past him.
like, yeah, he my favorite player.
Like all that bullshit. BK said, "Well, you got to be 6'6". No, the fuck you don't, bro. His speed, he can get by them guys, bro. You guys ain't trying to chase down, block him. We see him go up with
Wibby. Yeah, yo, it is what it is, man. I got a bunch of stuff for us to recap. We gonna listen to it, and then you know what I'm saying. We gonna see what it is. So this
I want to say this though.
Go ahead. Talk to
Nate Ahmed got hurt yesterday, so I don't know
yeah,
if his draft stock gonna drop or what.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Hopefully he heals. You know what I'm saying, the right way. We gonna listen to Kenny Atkinson and see what he's definitely go through. Can y'all hear it? If y'all can't hear it, I'll just read it. I can't hear
I can hear it.
And not me. I don't know if it's my speakers or
nah, you gotta put the you gotta take off the speaker thing on the bottom. You gotta put the speaker thing on, bro. It's on? Oh, all right. Yeah,
All right, so basically they said Kenny Atkinson on whether it's difficult to maintain a positive outlook during a rebuilding year like the one the Nets are going through. He said it's hard, especially when the losses start stacking up. My first year here, I think we lost like 27 or 29. It was insane. Like, are we ever gonna win another game? But the wins will come here because they drafted really good talent. They've got a really good coaching staff and a good front office. They'll break through. They play so hard. It's eventually going to happen with the talent they have here. Now, what I will say is this, and I want to speak to DJ about this because I heard Sarah Cousteau mention Corey Vincent. And I remember you said something about Corey Vincent. And I wanted to ask you, what did you say about Corey Vincent? Because Sarah Cousteau is talking about Corey Vincent. Corey Vincent is on the coaching staff. He's one of the assistant coaches for the Brooklyn Nets. So what was you saying?
No, I was saying he was a player development coach. Like, I forgot what he does though, but he be helping out with the young guys get better, like Drake Powell.
Yeah.
A couple guys.
That's what DJ. What I heard Sarah Cousteau say was that Corey Vincent is working with Nolan Traore. And
I heard about that. They were talking about it. I heard about that.
You heard that too, right? You was listening.
I heard about it. Yeah, I did also heard about it.
Yeah, so when I heard that, I was like, "Oh wow, that's really cool." You know what I'm saying?
I would love for him to work out with Phil Handy too. If he could get in with Phil Handy would get him right too.
Yeah. So
Igor working with Phil Handy too. I want to point out Igor. He working out with Phil Handy last summer. I sent that to Ice.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to Ice, man. I ain't seen him in a minute, man. We got Dylan on the panel. Shout out to Nets Press.
What's up, Dylan?
Be-
How you guys doing?
Yeah, before we get into it, Dylan, before we, you know what I mean, just shout your Instagram out, you know what I mean? Let them know your handle on YouTube, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you having me on. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at NetsPress, and then also on YouTube at BK Nothing But Nets Podcast.
Oh, all right. So yeah, you hear the chatter, you know what I'm saying? But again, to Kenny Atkinson's point, just speak to that. I just read it. Did you heard you can see it on the screen. Like you've been saying that in your own words. Just get to that for us.
Talking to me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been difficult to watch some of the struggles for certain rookies over the past couple of games, specifically with Diego. I think that he has proven that he has tremendous upside, but I think that he's being underutilized based on the way that Jordy is running the system currently. Um,
But that's what I need from you, Dylan. I need
mhm.
for you to speak to that. Speak to because I'm hearing all of this about like him not like what are we missing? Like what should we expect from Diego? What's not happening that we should be seeing?
Yeah, I mean, if you watched college basketball, you saw his play style then. Primary point guard was able to facilitate at a high rate, high IQ. Um, he was able to get to the basket. He has been dealing with that plantar fascia issue for almost a year now, which is something that will likely be addressed in the offseason, which probably is the reason why he hasn't been able to be as athletic and get to the rim like he was in college. But I think the biggest thing that people forget is this guy came into the league and nobody believed he could shoot a three-pointer, and he's now one of the best rookie three-point shooters in the league. So,
So let me ask you, Dylan, at the college, did he play above the rim? Like, was he on the PNR? Was he getting to the rim?
yeah, oh yeah.
All right, that's what's up.
But I mean, to me, it's just I'd like to see him be given some form of offensive scheme. I don't see any plays being run for him to get him open in a corner or to get him to drive to a lane. Um, we've seen now numerous games where he's taking less than 5 shots a game. That shouldn't be happening with a guy that you took eighth overall with your
Yeah,
first lottery
that
pick.
threw me for a loop, Dylan. I was trying to figure like what's up with that? Like, what's up with that?
It's just poor scheme. I don't see any form of offensive scheme being run to get guys open. Like you see how Claxton and MPJ play the pick and roll, and how MPJ will roll off of that and get to his post spot for a shot. He'll get to the 3-point line for a shot. They'll set a double screen for him. But I don't see anything being utilized for guys like Yegor. You're now starting to see some plays be made up with Traore where he gets the ball on an inbound and they immediately set a pick for him so he can drive to the rim. They've been using that top of the key play for him now for a couple of games. I just don't see anything when they're utilizing Igor. So to me, they need to form a better offensive scheme around him, get him some confidence, get him to, get to a spot on the elbow after a screen for a pull up mid range. They need to get him
So
some screens to
listen,
get him open in the
I
corner, things
wanted to
like that.
tell you, that Python he was saying that Kevin Young was running was 26 in the league with the BYU where Diego was there running the PNR.
Mm-hmm.
So like he was like, yo, that's a big deal because there's a lot of schools in college. And I was like wow, we could easily do that with Diego. Like you could do that with Clax, you could do that with Noah Clowney, and like Noah Clowney gained all that weight, Dylan. Like, why he ain't rolling to the rim? He don't never roll to the rim.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see it. I
No,
don't see it.
it's definitely been frustrating for some of these players, and I think that one, there's too many players of this age with this level of development needed, and it's kind of causing an issue for certain players to fully develop at a quicker pace. That's kind of the reason why I was against drafting 5 players in the first place. So, I don't think that, while I do think they're taking their development seriously, I also at the same time don't see it being translated on the floor. So
Okay.
I want to see, I don't want to say it, but I do want to see, MPJ and Claxton shut down here shortly. I do want to see, Danny Wolf in a starting role. I do want to see Drake Powell getting 25 plus
But
consistent
where
minutes.
though? Where you got Danny Wolf starting at what position?
I would probably say power forward. I want to see a competition between him and Clowney to see who
Hmm.
truly is capable of being a starter.
Yeah, no, I'm
Clowney's
not
shown
gonna
his
hold you. I
flashes.
don't think Clowney did enough to say that he could continue to be a starter. Like he could easily, you know what I'm saying? He gotta be careful. Like that spot up for, you know what I mean?
I mean,
Danny
Clowney's
Wolf
shown his
close to that
flashes.
spot.
I'm
He
not going to say
howling
that
for that
he's
spot.
useless, but I definitely think that Clowney's inconsistency is going to be what ultimately gets him traded at some point. Like Clowney's still young, he still has upside, so I definitely see potentially this offseason if the Nets want to get into like a superstar level trade that Clowney's going to be a part of that. So to me, I want to see if Wolf can be a proven starter as of right now. Ultimately, if you land a Boozer or a Wilson, you're going to keep Wolf as a starter, but I at least want to see the minutes.
I hear that. I hear that. But what you think about Nolan Traore, man? He my favorite player. You know what I mean? You
No,
know,
he's definitely looked incredible so far, and that was a pick that I was definitely intrigued with when we first got him. People forget this was a kid who was projected to be the fourth overall pick in that year's draft prior to the college basketball season. So the upside has already been there. It's just he struggled overseas against grown men. Whether it be his physicality because of how low he was in weight, if it was, his floor spacing. But I said when we got him, he reminded me a lot of Andrew Nemhard. And I think
mhm.
that that's now his floor. That's originally what I had his ceiling at. But I think now you can say that that's his floor. He has shown flashes of De'Aaron Fox, like a lesser athletic De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah,
So to
I
me,
heard that 2 nights in a row. I heard that last night too.
so I think now you can look at it as,
That
Andrew
made
Nemhard is his floor and De'Aaron Fox is his ceiling. So the fact that you now have, a potential solidified third, fourth option player with the ceiling of a star as a second option, I think that's really important for Brooklyn right now.
Yeah, I gotta stop watching that MIDI play, man. But that shit was fire, yo. Listen, if that's all I want him to play, develop, because I feel like naturally fans like you who watch college basketball knew about him already, sees a raw talent in the Nolan Traore and knowing what he could do. And based off of what I see him as a Brooklyn Nets, I think if he get that MIDI and that floater down pack, he averaging 20 and 5. Like
Yeah,
he's a 20 and 5 guy by the end of this season or a whole next season. No, Traore is a 20 and 5 guy. I don't know if I'm too, you know what I'm saying, excited to say that he will be that good, but I see him getting better. I see him getting better, man. And
I definitely
again,
do. I mean,
it's
he's scoring at will right now, and that's with minimal floor spacing. Like he's still taking 1 to 2 threes a game. Um, but there's not every game where he's knocking one down. So if he can
right.
find some consistency in that three where he's knocking down two a game, he could easily be a consistent 18 to 22 point per game scorer and add those, 5 to 7 assists a night. So that's borderline star numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we could get him to do that in the second year, oh look at Drake Powell had to send old buddy to the G League. It's all good, Drake Powell, old buddy, old pal. It says, what did he do?
I still
What?
see tremendous upside in his game. He reminds me a lot of Herb Jones. It's not going to be,
Okay.
a 1 through 3 option, but is he going to be, the best defender on your team and a high caliber role player? I certainly see that.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. That's why roles is important. He don't have to be the biggest scorer, biggest rebounder, but if he could, again, I seen Wolf find him. You could put him on the floor with Wolf. Like Wolf could play with players or teammates that with athleticism. I think if they're gonna play a develop Wolf, you gotta play a developer with the ball in his hand. Like he good with the ball in his hand. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just think if you want to see Wolf, put him out there with Drake Powell. Like put him in situations where players is going to play the game the way he like to play the game. You know, switch your offense up. I love you, Jordy, but come on, man. Everybody know you're gonna pass it to MPJ. Besides that, it's like you could play a Wolf at the center or the four. We debating that, not debating, but talking about it. Like you could play him at the point, not the point, but you could run Nolan Traore. That's two different offices, and I think it should just be more of a volume of him getting 15 shots or more. Like he got 15 today. I think he should get 15 more tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, but the next time they play. I think it should be consistent that you make Nolan Traorè the second option. For a while, we was trying to figure out who would be the second option, and I think Nolan Traorè got 15 shots tonight. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. It is a little disappointing as a fan to see Diego take so few shots. I want to see him take like 10, 15 shots. And I'm an eighth pick. At least take 8 shots. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be long-winded, man. Shout out to Notorious. Shout out to Dylan. Shout out to CJ. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to This Is JTV. Notorious, man. You seen tonight's game? Talk to us, man.
Yo, what's good, y'all? So I didn't get a chance to see the game. However, because I was out with my wife all day, but when I got home, I checked the box score and I did look at the highlights. So I kind of a decent grasp on kind of what happened tonight. From what I saw, it looked like Traore had a solid game. Danny Wolf probably had one of his best game as a net. And I've been a big advocate for Grant Nelson, man. Grant Nelson had a good game too. I like his athleticism.
What was it? 11-4? 11-4?
Yeah. I like his athleticism. I like his motor, his length. The kid plays hard, bro. I follow him through when he was in the G League, and he's a hard worker. And I'm happy the Nets gave him an opportunity. So I'm just hopefully, this is just a small sample of what's to come. So
yeah, I mean, you right about that small sample because it's a 10-day contract. After today's game, should the Brooklyn Nets call Grant Nelson like, yo, you got the contract? Come back.
Well, I read something on Twitter where they saying that the Nets had an open roster spot, and the first thing I said was like, yo, give it to Grant Nelson or something. I know they had like one extra roster spot. So
just one extra line. Well, why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why not? I mean, they wasn't doing shit with it anyway.
We got not? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Give it to Grant Nelson.
But I think he should stick around though. I think he got some upside, man. I mean, I know he's a little older and people want to try to bash compare him to Clowney but you got to understand he's a little older than Clowney. So even though he's new to us, he's a little older in age, But yeah, I mean, I think the Nets should give him a fair shot, man. Let him play for the rest of the season, see what he got. That's all I got, though. I ain't gonna be long with it.
Shout out to Notorious for joining the panel. Y'all already know he a member on the show. I will employ everybody to become a member on the show. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Shout out to Peoples. He just joined the panel. Peoples, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Yo, I'm loving it, Dylan. What's going on? What's good, my guy? What's good? I know you was panicking. I know you, but we still got ways to go, man. Let's get this 15-game losing streak. Let's get this going, man. Let's get the 9 in a row. I'm sorry, 8 in a row. Let's get this going, baby. Let's keep this going. I'm back in Miami. I love it. In Miami.
I'm sorry, it's 8 in a row.
They're gonna get that shit straight. They're gonna get that shit straight.
Peoples, we got 45 losses. Talk to us. How you loving our 45 losses, people?
I'm loving it. But Heart Pacers, we hate y'all. The whole season, we hate y'all with the passion, with the utmost passion. We hate y'all because I got 2 phones. I'm back and forth. I'm back and forth. My eyes are back and forth, and you don't know what they're doing. You don't know what the Pacers are doing. They just going up and down the court. Nothing. There's nothing going on, yo. They're doing that shit on purpose. It's all good there. They're gonna end up with like a number 7 pick. I can't wait. I can't wait. Just because they tanking on purpose. Just because these bitch ass motherfuckers, excuse my language.
Hold on,
just because of that, Breezy. Just because of that, they're gonna pay for it. Watch. Us, we not tanking. I'm saying we're not tanking on purpose. We just not good enough.
Goddamn, the Spurs. They gonna wait till Halliburton come back and give them a number 1 pick.
That's
fuck that. Fuck nah. Because we gotta protest. If that shit happens, we gotta protest outside Barclays Center. Because that shit is disgusting. Because there's no way. The way they're playing, you gotta see the way they're playing.
Hold on.
I swear to God, Jim Carrey wanna be the coach.
All right, I gotta mute people real quick, man. Keep talking. Hold it down.
This dirty.
Oh my goodness, peoples. Hold on. Let me say this real quick. Peoples. Bro, This is why I'm saying that we should fight for a number one spot. I want you to share this where it's supposed to go. This is why we deserve a number one spot. First off, the Indiana Pacers got no business being here. They was just in the finals. You trying to tell me one player get injured and now they that trash? Investigate the Pacers. Know what I'm saying? Now that being said, the Sacramento Kings got no business getting the number one pick. You know why? Because they had De'Aaron Fox. They ain't do enough work for them to deserve it. They had De'Aaron Fox along with Keegan Murray, along with a player in Sabonis.
Facts.
Like,
But let's not forget. Let's not forget
what are they
they.
even doing with a number one
But
pick?
let's not forget though, Breezy, real quick. They the ones who originally drafted Halliburton. So
Oh, thank you for that. They notorious. They drafted Halliburton. They drafted a player
and
that
traded
went
him.
to the finals and then traded him. So that means even if you have the talent, you don't even know what to do with the talent. And you trying to tell me they deserve a number one pick before the Brooklyn Nets?
Man, the Pacers don't deserve shit. Them niggas was just in the finals, nigga. Fuck, they need a top pick for. Get
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah, nah, seriously, why y'all in our way? Sacramento Kings, y'all ain't got no business being in the first seed before the Brooklyn Nets, not before us, not the Washington Wizards, not who but like right behind us, and not who in front of us. Hell no. Ain't none of them deserve, ain't nobody on this, on none of those teams right there better for the number one pick than the Brooklyn Nets. That's a fact. We should
we should still get one, y'all.
We should be in great position to get the number one pick because of the history of the Indiana Pacers. First and foremost, y'all investigating you know what I mean, canoodling and all kind of finagling, all kind of fraud shit.
Shenanigans.
Right?
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Right. Like that, that's what y'all doing. So if that's what y'all doing,
But the thing is, if you see the NBA shenan, they're gonna shenan again. Like you've
Nah,
seen it
fuck that. We're
most.
gonna get the number one
You've
pick.
seen it
We're gonna get the
time
number
and
one pick.
time again, bro. If they
Because we're gonna end
shenan
up with the
once,
worst record.
they're gonna
You'll see.
shenan again.
We're gonna at the end. It's gonna be like the last couple of games. We're gonna get the worst record. We're gonna pass the Kings. Watch.
I don't know. I kind of
Watch.
don't want the worst record though. I want the second worst record.
I don't know.
That's where I want to be
Because
at.
I want the guaranteed
because-
top five. You know.
No, but
Guaranteed
if
top
you
five.
get the second, if you get the second, then that means you guarantee 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want the top five guaranteed.
but listen, history has shown us that the second worst team usually pans out better than the worst.
Maybe. I mean,
Nah, the worst team is like gets like 5 automatically, bro.
Yeah, and
that's
the
what I'm saying.
worst
Because
team last year got
we
what?
only got to worry about the envelope five.
The worst team last year got what pick?
5.
Exactly.
5.
You think it's gonna happen again with the worst record? Gonna have a number
it
5?
happened. It been happening last year.
Okay. Do me this favor.
Yeah.
Tell me when's the last time the worst team had the first pick?
Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying because what happened to us last year, we just can't risk it, man. We just can't risk number 2, y'all. We can't. I feel like we can't risk it.
I think we'll be good. I think we good anywhere in the bottom 3. We'll be okay. Me personally.
I like where we at right now. You ask me.
Yeah, I do too.
Because we definitely gonna drop these 2 games in Miami.
Draft started right now. I'll be
Definitely gonna drop these 2 games.
Y'all can appreciate just what it is right now. Y'all gotta want more than this right now. Like,
yes, we want like a 50 losses or like a same like because Sacramento Queen's gonna have like a 48 losses tonight because they're gonna lose to the Fakers. They're gonna lose to the Fakers tonight. That's facts.
I mean, I'm good as long as we end up with a top 3 pick. I'll say a top 4. A top 4 pick, I'm golden because that means we either get Caleb, Dybantsa, Daryl Peterson, or
from a Russian team.
or Boozer. So If we land in with a top 4 pick, I'm Gucci, bro. I don't think you could go wrong with either of them
I think
four.
we get AJ Dybantsa, man. I have pulled up some content where
I,
he played ball
yeah,
with
for sure. I
Nolan
mean, I
Traorè,
miss.
bro.
I'll be
I
honest.
hope
I'm a nigga for it,
we're
bro.
not
I
gonna
like
fall
Yeah,
to
Wolf.
I'm good,
5,
bro.
yo.
Now the
Yo,
thing
Hopefully we
listen,
don't
if
is,
fall
I'm
to
thing that
wrong,
worried
5.
I'm
me
gonna be
is
wrong and
like
strong, bro. But I'm gonna
we
tell
play the
you right
Heat
now,
coming
I
up,
don't know
so
if I'm
I don't
wrong.
know if we gonna
Yeah, we're
win one
gonna drop
game
the
or
back to
fucking
back in
lose one game.
Miami.
That's the damn thing.
Facts.
I've seen
Facts.
enough, bro. And I like Caleb
So
Wilson.
you
If we
gotta
get
watch out
Caleb
for that.
Wilson, if we get any of those plays, I'm not gonna be mad. But I think we get AJ Dybantsa.
Yeah, I
As
would
long
be happy. I mean, who wouldn't be
as
I
long
happy
as we
think
with
get
that's what it
top
AJ?
is.
4, that's the goal, man. Like Joey's saying, that's what the sacrifice has been
You
about, and
need
we're on the
two
right path.
you need two players that's gonna
Breeze still here?
play from the perimeter to the paint. You need two players that's gonna
You
drive to
know,
the basket.
you know what was good about today's game? The bench. Did you see what that bench unit of Wolf,
Nah, that bench was
Nelson,
fire.
Minot, and Zaire? Like that was a really good
What a
bench
good
today.
bench.
Like defensive dirty work, a lot of team style plays. Danny Wolf was playing the 5, running point, getting assists. Like that bench unit could have some potential next year for us. A tall bench unit that plays gritty defense. We're just missing some scores at that point. So I thought that was probably the most positive thing out of today's game. And Grant Nelson and Wolf, that was a fun combo. I mean, having Nelson as like a small forward, power forward, it kind of worked with Wolf today. So if they're going to try experiment with anything, see what that brings you, because Danny Wolf is now playing at his highest level right now, which is good. So, and then Nolan, he had a mid-range fadeaway in the fourth quarter with 20 seconds on the dot, and we talked about it. If he develops a mid-range game, his game opens up a lot. So we saw
True.
some good things from the rookies today,
The
which is
three
impressive. And
the
I
three
know
point
people.
game too. I think if Nolan hits half of his threes, we win this game. One of the reasons we lost is because he was 1 for 6 from three. If he
Really?
hit, if he hits at least a couple of more threes, we win this game. And
It
that's
was good. It was good. We didn't rely on the 3 state because I looked at our field goal percentage to 3-point. The field goal was a lot better against the Cavs at the beginning of the game, which was good. Like it's good to show some teams we have some interior play because if they know we just hit threes all the time, they're easily going to figure us out, and it's just going to be crappy ball like we've seen for a quarter of the season. This was a good little change of pace. LM said it yesterday, like Jordy, do some different stuff. Now you have Nelson. I get the kids. The guy's 23 years old, but you know what? Start winning next. Ability to help this team. So I thought the bench was good today. I thought Clowney, man, I don't know what to do about Clowney anymore. He just seems lost in the sauce. He's not taking advantage. This is your opportunity. Tell me Grant Nelson undrafted has a higher impact than you, Noah? Come on, Noah. Like, this is your chance. And we have people ahead of you in this draft that could take your spot quickly. So I think Noah Clowney's on the bubble right now, guys. Like, I expected a high caliber, much improved season from him. Right now, he's just going away. It's incredible
yeah.
how he's regressed like
I
this.
agree with that. He's playing a little bit underwhelming, but we
Yeah, it's
also
spot on line, John. I agree with you, man.
Nah, but
I'm surprised because
but Nick Clark saying he should arrest it because he hurt his finger and he ain't never let it properly heal. To the John's point though,
John, you still here?
sit down. If you really gotta you don't want to damage your finger any further, sit down. Let
he had
that shit
he had
heal
a guard on his
100%.
pinky today. He had a guard
Huh?
on his pinky today.
Yeah, no, but
An
no,
infection.
John, not just today. He had a guard the other day. After he
Mhm.
hurt it, he came back with the guard, John, and then he just always had it after that, and that had been for like several games. So it's like, you feel what I mean? Like, just sit down, give it. You see the way Danny Wolf played. Sit down,
Mhm.
bro. Hold it down.
Telling
You
you.
good. You just give Danny Wolf those minutes. Danny Wolf will be happy to get those minutes. Give it to Grant Nelson. He'd be happy to get those minutes. And I'll say this, and let's call it what it is. And we ain't really speak on it, but and I said it earlier though. Yeah, Danny Wolf and Grant Nelson drive to the basket better than Noah Clark. It is what it is, bro.
I just think without Claxton, start Dayron and let Wolf be the 5, the backup 5-point center, and let Grant Nelson be his power forward. I mean, it just seems like the bench was very lively today. Dayron did what he usually does. And I just think that front court we're doing with these young guys is a lot more fun than with Claxton. We've seen Claxton's game It's different from a center. He's a point forward. I just feel like this summer we could have a clean break with Claxton, extend Dayron to a cheap extension, and let Wolf be an actual 5. I just think when Jordy plays Wolf to his strengths, we've played some dynamic basketball when Wolf has been doing what he's doing like he did today. Aggressive, assertive, making good shots, not being afraid to take bad shots. But you just kind of see with Wolf, when he's on the money, this team is playing a lot different basketball. So, yeah, sit Claxton down the rest of the way and let Wolf be a 5. And let's see what Dayron can do as a starter or a backup, eventually. I just feel like that's better
I'm
for
not
us.
doing that. I'm not doing that today, Ron. Like I'm not. I like Danny Wolf, but I'm not just giving him. You know what I'm saying? Him Wolf Dayron Sharp starting minutes. Dayron Sharp, he ain't never been nothing truer than Dayron Sharp. Now I'm saying worked his way up after all he did. I'm not just giving those minutes to Danny Wolf over Dayron Sharp. Dayron Sharp earned those minutes. I'm definitely giving
You could
Dayron
start
Sharp a
Dayron
zero.
now. I said start him, but let Wolf be the backup 5 because Wolf as a backup 5 is better than
Hey,
the
look,
2, 3, or 4.
you wasn't here when we said this, but I was saying that the most important thing about it is the minutes. I feel you on that, and I agree about how you start the game is important. But Zion Williams got 33 minutes, and he only took 2 field goals. Now I don't know what's up with that, but he had 5 assists, so he didn't impact the game. But now I'm
Plus
saying that
17, he was.
right, but he had the most minutes, even though he came off of the bench. That's just my point. You feel me?
Right. But you just see the guys, Minot, Zaire, Nelson. Like, you have guys who have some type of athletic ability, can cut and drive to the rim. That's what we've been missing this whole
Facts.
season. Like,
Can get
I
up,
want to see this
can
bench
get up
unit
and
cook
down the
right now.
floor and catch a hoop.
And Seraph was there. I didn't even care about Seraph, but the other 4 guys, keep them where they're at. If I could bring Drake Powell back, I let Powell run with these guys and see what that creates, because that's fun, what I saw at this bench
I agree
today.
with that. That would be nice.
Yeah, I think your bench has figured out the starting lineup. Besides Nolan, I think 2 to 5, it's all in a flux. Even MPJ, I feel like this summer, got some type of starting rotation that can stick for this team, or else we're not going anywhere.
I don't mind Grant Nelson getting the PT minutes, bro. I don't mind Nelson playing. I don't mind Wolf playing. Like, if like Danny Wolf works out with like him, like I need him in the lab with like Sengun this off season. Like him and Sengun, like together working out somewhere in the off season will be perfect for Danny Wolf, bro. To know his footwork mechanically, stuff like that. How to, like, you know what I'm saying, hit that face up jumper, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Because I do think he could be on Sengun level in like 2 years if we develop him correctly and let him play that 5 spot, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Because he got all the traits to be that guy, you know what I mean? So
Yo, Agbaji didn't play this game. I didn't see Agbaji
he can
in the box score.
Danny Wolf can be one of like the like best bigs in the game though in like 2-3 years.
Abaji's mostly like a 3-point guy, Joe. He could take Wilson's spot. I actually think I call him
I
Abaj
like
3 now.
hey John, I like
3.
Agbaji because I mean he ain't nothing special, but he plays good defense. He got good size on him, and he's fairly decent at the 3-point line.
You can take Wilson's spot. I think that's a good bench guy. I didn't think Abaji would actually have a role, but you know what? Like you just said, defensively, way better than Wilson, and I think a more consistent 3-point guy. Yeah. I'm open to that too. I think we have the makings of a good bench being built right now, minus Sarav. Just a starting lineup this summer, we got to make some big decisions. Not just who you draft, but is MPJ staying? What's going with Klein's role? And it really comes down to top 4, like you guys said. And Caleb Wilson, man, you had this guy with what the bench we saw today, having a 6'9", 6'10" guy. We're going to be a much taller team going to next year, which I think that's going to be how we're going to start really letting teams know we're here. If we could play the type of defense we played today, add a few shooters, this team's cooking. Like, we can actually assemble something here, actually.
Yeah.
And don't forget, we got a 2nd-round pick, so I'm just saying, we might draft another center. So
as if Sean Marks wants to draft a center.
We got a 2nd-round pick in this draft.
We got like 2 2nd-round picks.
Got 2. We got like 2. Yeah.
Where are they at? Where they fall at in the 2nd round?
35 or 31. Or
yeah, I think they're in the top 30 again.
That's the beginning of the 2nd round.
Hey, John, I ain't gonna lie to you. If they was to get like a center, I forgot the dude's name. I want the dude that played with Caleb Wilson. I forgot his name.
If he drafts a center on draft night, we're doing a party, man. Because like that would be surprising news because you had like 9 centers to draft this past year. So if he actually drafts a center this year on top of a franchise guy, we have to throw a party because like that would
Yeah,
be
I think if he
unprecedented.
draft the center, then that's going to signal somebody is leaving or moving.
No. But I would like for him to draft the North Carolina center that play with Caleb Wilson too.
It'd be cool to get Sinek, man. If we had a second pick in this draft, I think Sinek's going to be in like top 15 to 20 bracket, which would be a steal
Yeah.
if we had a second pick. It's just who can we trade with? I think OKC maybe. That would be a good team to do some business with. But yeah, I'm looking at
Chris
Boston
Sinek.
right now. This guy, Nomas Quetas, he is. If I had a center like Nomas Quetas on his team right now, we're in a really good position. This dude's dunking on everybody tonight. I'm watching, killing them. Taking on Philly, but like we need a center like that, a guy who ain't afraid to go in the paint
Yeah,
consistently.
yeah. I feel you. I'm tired of the Nets struggling for rebounds and protecting
That's
the
the
paint.
fact.
And
Dayron missed that
I'm
rebound
tired of
today,
like
man.
watching Nick Claxton playing the fucking 5 on my basketball team. That
He's a
shit is
point
it's just
forward now. I
pissed
can't
me
even
off.
call him a 5 anymore. He's a
It's
point forward.
atrocious,
Like
man. I'm sorry.
I don't see it. I can't even call him a center anymore because his role is so different. That's
It's time to
Jordy and the
move on from
staff.
that, yo.
They wanted him to be Sabonis 2.0. I think he's Sabonis 4.0 at this point.
Hey
He's not
John,
good.
I gotta ask you something. Why you up here? Before I forget. I know Nate Ahmed got hurt. So
He got
what's your
hurt.
thoughts on that?
Nate Ahmed, what? How did Nate Ahmed get hurt? I didn't see that.
I forgot how he got hurt. It's like I think a dude had kind of trip him up or something like that. It was something like that. He got hurt.
Damn,
Bro,
that sucks.
his whole ankle and his knee, it's like an ankle knee injury.
Oh no,
Like, yeah,
That's why
no,
I
no.
say it's gonna
seriously,
affect his draft
it was
stock,
a
man.
really awkward. It looked really awkward. I wouldn't advise you to see it. It's not something you
No.
want to see. It was that kind of a bad injury, bro. And
That
I don't know
pisses me
what his
off, man.
timeline on being back is, but I will tell you that, bro. It was awkward. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Damn.
that kind of hurt me, man.
This
'Cause
that,
we
that
was just
that
talking
is
about it.
what he just told me is huge. Like that's crazy breaking news. But does anybody want to reach on with the 5th or 6th pick? It was that guy, and if he's hurt for a long time, he might drop a lot. So yeah, now it's like we have to get top 4, or you're drafting another point guard, which that's going to make things tricky. So now we have no safety net. It's either top 4 or you got to draft some type of point guard to play with these other guards you drafted. Man, that's
I'm
not
leaning
good.
towards
That's
King.
not good, man.
I'm leaning towards King Wilder. And I'm gonna keep mentioning that game. We'll keep mentioning his name because he's a 6'6" guard.
And it's just we already have guards, man. It's like how are we gonna make that work? Like you're gonna have to bench Agor? Like man.
Nah, he
Uh,
King Wilder's a 2 guard. He's not like a point guard. He like a 2 guard. He like a combo guard.
that's crazy news. I feel bad for Vermont, man, because I thought that guy's stock was coming right back up, and he would have been the next best wing after Wilson. Now it's like, shish.
Because you know Sean Marks ain't gonna take a damn chance on him. That's for sure.
Man. So Vermont stock. That's if it's a long injury, like a year-long injury, man. He might be drafted near the bottom of the first round, which is scary, but. Everybody's going for who's available. And that guy was going to be at like top 7. He could drop as low as 20 now if it's that type of injury. Damn.
That kind of hurt me,
So
man.
now it's like, now there's like 4 point guards. Darius A. Cuff and that other guy Wagler. So there's 4 straight point guards we could choose from. But it's like, what do you do with Yegor at that point? You already have Nolan, and we also have Saraf, who I don't really care about this point. It's like we have guard overload though at that point. So this guy we choose if it's a point guard, they have to be like next level. And how do you pair that with Nolan? Like that just kind of made things really messy for us now. Like we have to get the best of the best now. There's no excuses. We get the 5th or 6th. I don't know what we're doing. Oh,
I think a mint was probably like around that 5 or 6 range.
he was, man. Now
So John,
yes,
so
CJ.
who you be looking at right now? Since we don't got Nate Ahmed. And I had like one fellow telling me Core Peak, but I don't kind of like that fit. Core Peak,
Yeah.
I don't like that fit, man.
I keep hearing Flemings as the best guy at 5, but Mikael Brown, I'm hearing a lot of good things about him. But then it's like, then Acuff, he's undersized, but the guy is a dynamic scorer when he wants to be. So I don't know. Like, it's tricky. But I guess Flemings would be the safe bet. Mikael Brown would be a good bet. But at the same time, it's just how do we make that work with all the guards we have right now? It's kind of like, I don't know if that's how I want to use a generational draft to get another point guard, unless it's Peterson at this point. But Even he has question marks. So yeah, like Joey was saying, you top three. If we somehow stay with the third worst record, which is 1-7, hopefully, man, we get at least 4. I would be fine with being at 4 at that point for Wilson. That would be like, guess that saves our butts right there, man. I don't know. This draft is Adam Silver. He's let's just say he's a schemer. Mm.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, man. I can't really do it because it's YouTube, but I'll be watching Nolan Traore highlights, bro. He's so fast, bro. Like the defense really can't stay in front of this dude, bro. You put again the reason I want to keep driving this same point home because I really want to see the Nets win. AJ Dybantsa is good for the Brooklyn Nets. Y'all want a character guy? You want a character guy, Brooklyn Nets, huh? AJ Dybantsa just gave some money because for this NIL money to Jamaican relief because of the hurricanes. How you like that for character? Just putting your money where your mouth is. You know, so he got the character. You know, he's already probably gonna get a sneaker situation. You feel what I'm saying? He's great for it's all adding up. It's all adding up, and y'all could be here with me and agree with me. We could all be in righteousness together. We gonna get AJ Dybantsa.
We get
But
AJ Dybantsa, man. Brooklyn
we don't
changes forever. That's a guy. Imagine a backcourt of AJ and Nolan. Whoo! You got a
Hey,
speedster and
John.
you
Hey,
got an aggressor right there in your
No, I got
backcourt.
him at
That
the
would be
wing. I
fun.
got him at the wing. I still got Diego at the 2.
Right,
hey, John.
we talked about moving MPJ, so that even makes perfect sense. He's your AJ's your 3, Nolan's your 1. Then it kind of comes down to Jaeger being the 2, and then 4 or 5. We can figure out these people who get in the market. That could work
Yeah.
too.
Hey,
Maybe they want to put Danny Wolf at the 4. Maybe. You know what I mean?
hey, John. Do you
I
do
like
you?
Wolf at the 5, man. Yes,
I
CJ.
had Breezy to pull up what AJ the Boxer said about Nolan. So I'll let Breezy tell it to you.
What do you say about him?
He
I
was like,
got
that's
you.
the
I got you right now. I got you right now, bro. Yeah, CJ, and that's why I'm saying all of the stuff that I'm saying about AJ being here is because of the comment. I mean, but I pulled up, but CJ asked me to pull up, and this is why I'm saying like before I was just I was just talking to myself, but now after reading this, I'll read it again. It says, AJ Dybantsa, standout player in high school basketball, has praised. This is an old article, but it says a
Wow.
standout player in high school basketball has praised Nolan Traore as the best point guard he has ever played with. Dybantsa, who represents both Jamaica and the Republic of Congo for the world team, was one of the youngest players on the court and has solidified himself as one of the best players in high school basketball, regardless of class. Traore's performance at the Nike Hoop Summit was particularly impressive, where he scored 18 points and dished out 4 assists. Dybantsa described Traore as someone who sees the game differently and emphasized Traore's impact as a leader on the team. Traore's skills and leadership have made him a standout prospect for the upcoming 2024 NBA draft cycle. Now, I'm saying
Wow.
that this is why I was saying this, and I'm talking all of this in one saying in unison with me and all of this and this and that. But I stuff like this, if you're the number 1 pick, even if you don't have the option, you can at least, you know what I mean? They're gonna ask you what school you want to go to. You ain't gonna say it in public, but if you know this is your point guard because you played with him before, like who did he play with on these other teams? Did he play with any? Did he say anything like this about any of the other players that he played with? No. He said it about Nolan Traore. And again, Sean, other fans, y'all gotta give Sean Monk some credit, man. He
Hey,
drafted Nolan
listen,
Traore.
that made Kelhol's already given us potentially a top talent, so I have no complaints with that. But at the end of the day, this draft really will let me know if Sean Marks and Joe Tsai are the ones to trust, because this is what it's all setting up to, the conclusion of this 2-year horrid tank that was really tough to watch a lot of times. So they have to get that top guy for me to say, hey, you know what? The gamble with Houston was worth it because you got a franchise guy, and then you got a top talent like Nolan who's really grown into a top guy. So that's how you could justify that. But really, we'll find out on May 10th if Sean and Joe's epic gamble paid off or it didn't. But Nolan is a building block for sure, and it's great. A guy like AJ's giving him praise. And, I posted up today, Nolan was with the kids today, Breeze. You saw that. and repost that, which I
Yeah,
appreciate. Like, it's
yeah,
good to
I
see.
seen him. I seen he was saying it was good that give something the kids to look up to. This,
Yeah,
I
like
watched,
that's what
I
we
watched.
want with these guys. Be invested in the community. Be there for the kids. Build a real culture, and that's what we've been missing with homegrown talent the last few years because we don't invest in them. They go, and it's like, how do any like young kids who really love Brooklyn invest in guys if they can't interact or be a part of their journey? So I thought it was great what Nolan did today. He really is making himself known, not just by the Brooklyn base, but by everybody around the NBA, from beat writers to coaches to superstar generational talents and the guys who could be future star talents. It's great. I mean, Nolan, like he's a silent warrior, but you could just tell everybody respects the action he shows on the court, which is amazing. Like you can't
Yeah,
ask anything more from Nolan at point,
bro,
given
and
how this journey started.
that's all I was saying, bro. I wasn't never saying that he was better than Diego. I was just saying that he my favorite player. You know what I'm saying? And I do this all the time with the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying? I always got a favorite player. Spencer Dinwiddie used to be my favorite player on the first stint. The first stint, Spencer Dinwiddie was my favorite player. After Spencer Dinwiddie, it was Cam Thomas. It was of course it was KD, but I'm just talking about rookies and stuff like that. It was Cam Thomas. Now it's Nolan Traore. I ain't gonna hold you. It was I tried to I like Kessler Edwards, but he wasn't good. But yeah, now it's Nolan Traore, man. But chat, talk to us, man. Y'all see us out here cooking. Y'all got any questions? I'll be looking for y'all I'll be looking for y'all content. Y'all be having good content, man.
Who?
But chat, I was asking the chat.
Oh, child. Yeah.
So yeah, we spoke about Danny Wolf, Craig, Grant Nelson. I'm running the offense.
Yo, y'all got a question. Do y'all think that we have a shot on the next 2 days versus the Heat?
Bro, the plan. You know what the plan is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think we like trying to win at all and shit. Know what I mean, shit like that. So,
But I do think Nolan Traore is gonna have a good game. That's the consistency I'm looking for. I'm looking for him to show me more floaters.
I want to see Grant Nelson and Danny Wolf versus Bam and Ware for the Heat. I see how we handle that on the board and go ahead stuff like that.
I think Grant. I think we're gonna give Grant Nelson that contract.
Yeah, yo man, give Grant Nelson Sherrod contract, bro. Give him every money he got, man. Man, like give it to him, man.
I'm talking about the last roster spot contract.
He should not. Yo, man, Sherrod needs to go back to Israel. Breezy, respectfully, get the hell out of the goddamn towns, man. I got his ass.
Hold on, what Ben Sherratt do tonight? Ben Sherratt had 4 minutes. He was 1 for 6, 0 for 3 from the 3-point line, 2 for 2.
Doodle, man. Sorry. Oh, yo, Scott. What's up, Scott? What's up, baby? How you doing?
What's up?
What's up, no see, baby. Yo,
yeah.
Tap into the pregame, bro, for sure, bro.
I've been doing the pregame.
I gotta come through to talk to OG Scott, man, for sure, bro.
I've been doing the pregame. Yeah. So Raph got it. Yeah, that was a bad pickup.
Yeah, he's ass. God, I'm sorry, man.
That's a bad pickup.
He's not good, man. I'm sorry.
We could have got another big. We could have got another big that
a big man with that pick, yo. Word.
We could have got Renault, man. We could have got Hugo Gonzalez.
You're talking about the Ben Sherratt pick?
Yeah, we could have got big.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Hugo Gonzalez was hooping, man.
Yeah, he hustles hard. He plays like
basketball with Diego too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They could have got one of them. Yeah. If you look at his draft position on the board, and then look at the people that got picked after him, it was a mistake.
Who y'all talking about, Hugo?
No, we're talking about Sherratt and the players afterwards.
Yeah, we should have picked Hugo.
Yeah, we got there. Hugo was there. Renault was there. Renard, right? Renard. I keep calling him Renault.
Yeah.
Renard. Who else was there? There was a couple of people there.
didn't we give away a pick in the second round or some shit like that?
Yeah.
We could have low key if we would have kept that pick, we could have got Renard with that pick and got Hugo because Renard didn't go to after that second round pick that we had.
Right, exactly. See what I mean? Listen, I don't know. That's why I said what I said before. Are we picking players to win? Are we picking players to fill seats? Serious. That's a serious question. That's a serious question.
Scott, hold on, man. Before you talking about all these other players, can you just tell us what you thought about tonight's game, man? Come on.
I haven't felt better about the gameplay. I mean, even though we lost, I didn't mind the loss. It was the effort was there. Grant Nelson brought some new life. Grant Nelson brought some new life to the game, man. Him and Danny Wolf played well together. Danny played well today. He had mistakes, and they're going to have mistakes, but he played well. He played well. He saw the floor.
What you like about his game today? Talk to us. Like, what
once he started hitting the shot, I think he felt comfortable to move around, like to attack. And then his ability to pass when he
was his first points a 2-pointer or a 3-pointer?
I think his first points were a 3-pointer. No, actually he was on the free throw line. I think he just needed to see the ball go in because he hasn't been shooting well. But once he saw the ball go in, you know how that is. Shooters get that way, and especially a rookie. It's common. But once he saw the ball go into the rim and he felt good, it wasn't like he was playing against a bad front line. I mean, the Cavs got a decent front line. So, I mean, he gave everybody a run for the money, and he's great on the break. He don't really need to pass it off once he gets past the line in a break. I'm not saying he's the greatest dribbler, but for his size, he dribbles very well.
No, that's what's up.
And he sees the floor, of course. He's 7 feet. I didn't know Grant Nelson was 7 foot.
Yo, what you thought about that pass? Did you see that pass?
Oh yeah. That's what I mean about him.
He's bounced, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about him.
I never did that shit. If I did that shit, I was probably 7 years old in a park in my dreams.
I was impressed.
I ain't never seen nobody make that pass in the NBA.
Right, and I still think Nolan. Once he developed that, I always say you can get better shoot. You can increase your percentage in shooting in the off season. In the lab, you can get better shooting, get your form together, get your spots. You can shoot better. I mean, you can improve your shooting. If he develops an outside shot, he's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem. I'm telling you. He has the tools. I thought he was a little taller than 6'3", but he's 6'3" and I think 6'3.1 or 0.5 or whatever. But he has a 6.8 wingspan. He has long arms. So, and that's an advantage for a guard because he can swing the ball. And I notice he takes advantage of that when he goes to the rim.
Shout your channel out real quick too. I don't want to forget to say that.
Oh yeah. Y'all can reach me. I usually do pregame. I had Apartment Gamer and more on YouTube, and I'll be on X, Apartment Gamer 1. Y'all can reach me. I'm always there on Apartment Gamer 1.
Yo, Breezo. You asked for the chat, the comment. It seemed like it's some shit in the chat. They want John to give Sean Marks some more credit. They didn't think that was good enough. They said, y'all remember when Ben had that chase down block after the turnover? He's more athletic than y'all think, and he's only 19. And they saying not drafting Renard and Kalkbrenner was bad.
No cap. No cap.
You gave Sean Marks credit already. That's enough credit, or are you giving him more credit? Johnny.
I guess it's no more credit. No more credit.
Johnny,
Sean ain't
He
say
didn't
nothing.
even come off mute for Sean. Damn.
No,
Yo,
Sean see John somewhere. He gonna whip his ass. I'm telling you.
that shit crazy, man.
God.
All right, so X the ruler FN in the chat. He said most impressive part of today was Danny Wolf taking it to Mobley, I guess.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
that's what I'm saying.
He
That was
forced him up,
impressive.
man.
That was impressive.
Once he learned how to like get that big man footwork, like the elite big man, like the Jokic and the singles in his game, man, start hitting him with the jab stuff.
He did a
Hey,
turnaround.
you know what I'm saying? Like once he starts like really cooking, Danny Wolf's gonna be a problem, bro. He's gonna be a good problem. Um, I'm not a Sean Marks fan, but I ain't gonna lie, like that was a good pickup for the Nets, yo.
Yeah,
Good.
I said that. I said Danny Wolf was, and I said Jaeger would be a good pickup. I mean, I didn't mind the later pickup. I just thought that our first round pick should have been another big, but that's okay. That's all right. He wanted to get another guard, so I mean, I think when you look at Jordy appreciate guards. I think his offense predicates on guards, but they need to be able to shoot a three. You need to hit the three with him because his action plays off of that. His action is going to play off of that. So,
Yo, Scott. Yo, so all right, let me ask you this. CJ, I would talk about this shit until the season or until May 10th, man.
what's that?
When it happened, CJ pulled up some content where AJ Dybantsa said Nolan Traorè is the best point guard he ever played with. So I said AJ Dybantsa coming to the Brooklyn Nets because of the BYU connection with him and Diego. They had the same coach,
Yeah.
you know. And he said what he said about Nolan Traorè who played for the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah. I think Nolan showed why he was projected to be in the top 10. I think it's just confident. He's young. Sometimes people, when they're young, they don't know their worth and they don't take it. I mean, he's enjoying playing, of course. And so he's young. He doesn't realize how good he can be and would be. You just got to get in the lab and put it in because that's where the tell of the tape is going to be at, in the lab. What you do in the off season is going to tell in the season. So he has to go no video games, no, you know what I'm saying? Go straight to the lab, kid. That's my advice. Go straight to the lab and get your game together. Get that outside shot. Improve your stamina, improve your ability, your strength, not even just muscle. Some people say gain weight. I don't believe in gaining too much weight. I really don't. It causes problems.
Okay.
Just gain strength. And strength has nothing to do with size. You just got to get stronger. And so you can deal with these guys because they're going to test you because they know you can get to the rim. They're going to hit you. They're going to hit you hard. I'm just letting you know. They're going to hit you. They're going to hit them hard. But if you have an outside shot, you don't have to worry about that because then they have to respect you from the outside. And then they might even start doubling you because they realize you can get by people. So now, that's when you're a double threat. And then there's a bit, you know what I'm saying? He has that skill. I don't know with Jaeger. I'm not convinced yet. I'm dead serious. I know he has the will.
But you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is, right? And I want y'all to know that we talking basketball on this page. I want y'all to hear me out. I'm gonna bring y'all a little closer so y'all know what I'm saying. I'm really trying to talk to y'all. MPJ is doing what Diego would be doing if we had AJ Dybantsa. Diego would be taking advantage of all of the the space that he's gonna be allocated because of Nolan Traore and AJ Dybantsa.
Yeah, I see
Diego
what you
is
mean.
going to be able to hug the 3-point line, hug the perimeter, and he could get into the second part of his offense off of the pump fake. But he's going to have the space and room that he wants to play with as an off-ball shooter, as a catch and shoot player. With AJ Dybantsa being able to drive to the basket and Nolan Traorè being able to drive to the basket. Now I'm saying that because I think the offense should be ran where you got three guys a threat going driving to the basket. They want to see it in Noah Clowney. They see Noah Clowney. They watching his percentages from the three, and they watching how he drive to the basket. They're gonna ask the same thing from Noah, Danny Wolf and Grant Nelson. If they can't get it from Noah Clowney, but they're not going to give up playing that style of basketball. But I'm saying all that to say that we will have to put AJ at the three. I don't know what we do with MPJ because I don't really like him at the four, but that's for the Brooklyn Nets to solve. But to my point, you want 2 out of 3 of your guys being able to drive to the basket. You put Diego in a situation where we not looking for him to drive to the basket no more. And every time he do it now is special because he's the one doing what MPJ was doing, coming off that curl. And I don't think he's an elite shooter like MPJ is, but I think he has, like we were saying earlier, a high ceiling. We don't know
Yeah.
how good he's going to be, but he's shooting it with confidence, and you know what I mean. His efficiency for a rookie is pretty, it's decent. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying we should get AJ Dybantsa. The
All
whole
right.
thing with us, them having a stretch four, that's just what they do, bro. They just like to do that. But they would like if the stretch four would drive to the basket more because you still are the four. So they want you to get some type of offense, but they just want you to be able to space the floor and be a stretch four. I get it.
Right.
But at the same time, yeah, that thing with MPJ, you gotta realize MPJ don't cut into the basket for MPJ is the second option. MPJ
Yeah.
don't really look for the midi. He either going to the basket or he taking it three. But he's elite. He's magnificent at what he do. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. 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 He's elite at shooting, and he's elite around the rim. Believe it or not, MPJ when he gets around the rim causes problems for big men because he's very diverse around the rim. You can't underestimate the fact that he's 6'10" and he plays all of that 6'10". He plays all of it, every single bit of it. So it's not like you thinking that he gets to the rim, you're gonna
You
smack
want to
his
know?
shot.
You want to know what I think the most underrated part of MPJ's game is him moving without the ball. How he
Yes, he
moves without the
does. You've
ball
seen it,
and
right,
cuts to
Joey?
the rim. Yes, I
Yeah,
think
I've
that's
seen
a
it, and
very
he's very deceptive around the rim, and he's constantly moving around, and he's 6'10". He plays 6'10". Like some people have height and don't play their height.
yeah, nah, and I will say that he's quirky around the rim.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's just not. He's like doing some. He's not jumping high. I get what
No,
he
he
does,
don't need to because he
but
reach up and he do, and you thinking he's gonna try to sky on you, but he already at the rim now.
right. But
Not-
I appreciate the attempt because he's great at the free throw line.
He great.
And you know what I'm saying? You put in the bigs in foul trouble on their team. So,
Yeah, all the
that would give
time.
confidence to players like Nolan Traorè. They get, you know what I mean? The defense in trouble. And I think that's another thing that, we'll see
Jaeger.
is him being able to draw the fouls off the bigs,
Yeah,
getting them on the bench move before they want to,
right.
because him being aggressive getting to the rim. And I'm saying that'll happen when he get a lob threat that he need. Clax is in his finger inches. It's hard to say it's not him, but Clowney just looked like he preferred the 3 over the 2. So I don't know, but yeah, man, that's all I got, man. You know what I'm saying? I was pretty much wanted to see. Well, you already know why I'm gonna push the thing with CJ said. You know what I mean with AJ Dybantsa. But we got through the title. Unless the chap got something to say, or somebody on the panel got something to say. You feel what I mean? I'm gonna
Yeah, I
close
said
out.
one thing real quick, Breezy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just wanted to say that you know, side Nolan Traore, you know what I'm saying? Side to him, I absolutely like that tough bucket he made. You feel me? Noah Connie's dogs. Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot to say this, bro. My fault, Breezy. Noah Connie's dog shit, bro. That guy defense is terrible, bro. Straight ass, yo. Like honestly, man. Like they gotta, Grant Nelson plays better D than him. Like honestly, no cap. Jalen Wilson, your minutes is up, my boy. Your time is up, bro. Like for real. No cap. And I'm gonna say this, man. Shout out to shout out to the whole, to the whole squad, man. Yeah, times are tough right now. You know what I'm saying, but we'll get through it. You know what I mean. We just need this top 3 pick, and
Tough
we'll be
times
high.
don't last. Tough people do.
What happened?
Yo, hold on. Yeah, on the
What, bro?
closeout. This is different though, but I just noticed player
Oh, wow.
one. I just noticed player one's avatar, and he got Jokic looking when he was in that fight, and he showed his eyes, and he's looking. He was like, "Yo, I ain't going to like." He just looked angry, man. He looked like a real angry man. Word, but yeah, I was just gonna say that's a wild ass picture because I seen it too. I was like, "Yo, he's serious out there." Word. But yeah, man. Shout to DJ, man. Shout to Scott. Shout to Notorious. Shout to Nets Press. Shout to the whole chat. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Sam Edelman, 5187, smooth operator. Even though they come with such uh gracious comments, for lack of better words. Uh, shout to player one, of course. Shout to Dennis Milton. Uh, shout to the ruler FN. Shout to Jelly O Smith. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Beeman Boy. Shout to AO George One. Shout to I said shout to Scott, right? I think I said
Yeah,
Scott.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout to Bill Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Junior Rudy. Shout to People Hernandez. Shout to Javon Ship. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Chris Cancel, even though he a Knicks fan trying to get us to root for the Knicks, which ain't never gonna happen.
I don't know why he's trying.
Shout to Drow Sticks. He said Nelson and Wolf the Wright brothers. Okay. Y'all rocking with that? Y'all rocking calling them the Wright brothers? Y'all rocking with that?
I didn't know Nelson was 7 feet. That's for real. I swear he don't look 7 feet, but he's
shout
7 foot.
Yeah, shout to Grant Nelson, man. Hopefully they give you more than 10-day contract. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Lucas Ferreira. Shout to Leaf. He said what he said and he dipped. Shout to that's my guy. Subscribe to Leaf, man. Shout to Dave Berry Sports Highlights. And again, man, DJ, man, you got me over here believing it can happen with AJ, man. That's a fact.
Well, I hope so.
Yo, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Listen, look around, man. Look at who's here. Look at all the Nets fans that's here knowing we ain't winning the goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? And free, look around and respect us. You know what I'm saying? Because
Should be
because
good.
you know it's always gonna be new fans once we win the championship. So before we did,
Oh, once we start winning, it's going to be people coming out of the woodwork.
you know, I was a Nets fan. See, like, what happened was,
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right.
yeah,
All
nah,
right.
serious, man. Me and Jay, we fans. We tried to, we went to the newspaper about the Nets. We wrote a whole article. We had a whole article written rather, in the Brooklyn Eagle talking about how we wanted to change the name because we was talking about the Nets. Even though that did not succeed, they did not change the name and they kept it the Nets. But you can still see the care that the extent we went to show the appreciation for bringing the team to our borough. It's like Plymouth Rock landed on us, but Plymouth Rock was a good Plymouth Rock. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a bad thing. It's just like shit came to us. You know what I'm saying? Shit's like whole team came to Brooklyn. Like that shit was amazing. Like so that's why I always got love for the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying? Wow. But yeah, man. Y'all listening to somebody that's seen the Barclays being built, man. I heard the hammers clanking against the steel.
Yeah, right.
Clank.
Yeah, I actually seen them kick
Bro,
people out of their
I
homes.
was in the store with
I
the
worked across
construction
the
workers
street
ordering
2 years.
sandwiches. They was in front of me. Huh? Heroes of Brooklyn. Huh? Building the Barclays so the Nets could play basketball.
Yeah, I
I
seen them
literally
kick people out.
worked right across the street the year before it got built, bro.
So it's
My
on Lee.
my mom's was just chilling down there one day. She was like, "You want to get season tickets?" I was like, "All right." She was like, "All right, yeah, bet." She ran up in there. Probably the next day they had like the thing going on and like the raffle joint. The season tickets was originally supposed to cost like 28,000. We ended up spending 19,000 for the first 3 years. So, like that
Oh,
was
that's
it
cool.
wasn't too bad of a deal because we was actually doing something during that time. And I think the first year, I think maybe the first or second year, we went to a playoff game. I think we was playing the Hawks during that time. The Hawks had won 60 games. That might have been year three. It might have been year three that we went. And Darren Williams hit a game winner. And that was one of the first playoff games I went to.
I'm
Oh,
glad
okay.
you said. I'm glad you said that because I heard he had said some. People were sending me content like, "Yo, Darren Williams said this and that." And that. I think you probably sent me the content too.
I did send you the content.
Yeah,
I
you
sent
sent
you the
that.
content
You
because
sent.
somehow the New York Post had got a hold of Cam Thomas comments,
Right,
and
right.
I think in because it was in the Milwaukee Herald, and then the New York Post had posted it, some shit like that. I don't know what happened, but Darren Williams' time here wasn't like tumultuous, bro. Like realistically, they was a playoff team when he was here, so I don't know what he got to talk about.
Yo, all right. So hold on. Hey, go to content right here. Leaf sent this to me. We gonna watch this. I'm gonna close out after this, but yo, if the strength that Leaf pull back up, I'm definitely fan to play this content.
Been trying to get to the. It was the Nets. He'd been talking to the Knicks. He'd been trying to get to the. Or it was the Knicks. Or no, I think it was the Nets. It was the Nets or the Knicks. I think they was all doing like trying to make a deal for Melo. And basically, when the deal happened with Melo, it was right before the trade deadline. Kevin O'Connor literally just told the Nets, whatever y'all offer for Melo, and they did the swap. So that same package they had for Melo, they did for me, and just made the swap. And so I found out that day. Didn't play in the game in Dallas, obviously. So went out. My teammates were on the bus. Went out and told everybody bye. And then packed up and headed to Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's the tough part of the NBA, man. A lot of people don't really get to understand that part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
that
I had
shit fresh.
my ex-wife now, but my wife at the time, she was pregnant, like 7 months pregnant with my youngest. So I had to leave, then came back to see him born, and then left again and didn't see him for a couple months. That was tough. That was tough.
Basketball.
And then went to a team who was bottom of the barrel. Yeah, we wasn't good. So that was tough. That was my first time ever being on a losing team.
Yeah.
Ever.
That could do something to you mentally.
Ever.
Talk to us about that, man.
And then my home life was in shambles too. On top of that, so it was that first year was a little rough. But yeah.
All right, man.
Coach Avery, man. Shout out to Coach Avery, man.
Yeah.
How was that playing for Coach Avery? Being a point guard, he a point.
I heard it now. First
That's
time.
That's what I was talking about. All that losing do something to you. It do something to your spirit. You heard what he said?
Yeah, it does something.
Morale.
Yeah, fuck you.
The fabric of the team.
That's why you. Yeah, that's why you can't really listen to. I don't try to listen to fans talk about let's tank to get talent. I understand you want talent. I understand that. But you destroying the players in the locker room. You think you think one player is going to win a title for you? Come on now, that's not going to happen. That's
So
not.
that's why I defended Cam Thomas, not because he was my favorite player here, but because what he said. I didn't feel like he was being salty when he said it feels good to play meaningful basketball. Even these
Yeah,
players, I think, maybe even a Yegor, maybe we see how you say a better player when you see them being competitive because they really playing to win. You understand what
yeah.
I'm saying? Because I
Playing
feel
with
like
purpose.
competitiveness gives certain players the edge. Like me and you, we equal with talent, but I'm more competitive than you, so I'm gonna win because I'm more competitive. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
But I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see.
yeah.
But yeah, man, that's again, man. Shout out to you know what I mean. Shout out to Nets fans. We the best fans. You know what I mean? Shout out to Leaf. Y'all can subscribe to Leaf at 4788. Y'all could subscribe to Scott at Apartment Gamers and more. Y'all can subscribe to This Is JTV at This Is JTV. Y'all can subscribe to me just by hitting the subscribe button.
And keep streaming my music, y'all. I've been seeing a little bump uptick in the music. Keep streaming that music. A Different World and This Is Jay on all streaming platforms. It's some fire up there. But word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's facts, man. Shout out to
The
Jay. Shout out to
yeah,
Different World.
yeah. Facts,
On
facts.
Apple Tunes and on iTunes and on Spotify, man. Shit. And shout out to them.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Trust me. We did the ball breakdown, Jay. We did vibe different. We did a different vibe. Any new content finna pull up, we finna break it down. So just let us know, man. We out here. Dennis Milton in the chat. He said a different world. We out here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Y'all already know, man. We gonna be back with more content really, really soon.
Yeah.
Hit that like button though. What about the like button before you go? Before you go, hit that like button though. I'm gonna start saying that. Shout out to Dennis Milton, man. Yo, man, the chat be making this a better show. I gotta say that. That's real shit. The panel, of course, y'all know that. Y'all the guys. Be the guys. But the chat would be saying some dope shit too, man. Word. But before we go, hit that like button though. Nets fans is the best fans. We gonna be back. We gonna be back with more content really soon. Peace, y'all.